Loved mono.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We've got round number 2. I didn't update it. That's my bad. I'm a little bit rusty. It wasn't in the booth last week. We got round number 2. We got Vasilios versus Dakota. Both players are 1-0. Vasilios on Izzet Prowess against Dakota on Merfolk. Dakota's been on Merfolk for
forever, really.
For a hot minute, at least.
For any of you who have known Dakota or had the pleasure of playing with them, Dakota plays Merfolk basically all the time. Yeah. They played a prowess list for a very short time after MH3, but they are a long-time Merfolk player, and honestly, it is a joy to watch them play. They are so technically proficient with the deck that it is just remarkable. Now, Vasilios has already deployed a DRC, popped a bobble.
We're off to the races. But before we get too deep into this one, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And if you are, head on over to twitch.tv/Impact Gaming Center, where we stream most every single Friday night at 7 p.m. Central. And if you're watching on Twitch already, y'all the real MVPs. Hey, shout out D. Cadre?
Dr. Dre, I think, is what that's supposed to say.
Oh, Dr. Dre. That is. Well, shout out for that Twitch Prime subscription. We appreciate that. That is amazing. And a reminder to all of the viewers, if you have Twitch Prime, or if you have Amazon Prime, you get one free Twitch subscription every single month, and it would mean the world to us if we were that subscription.
It would. We do appreciate those Bezos bucks. So on the battlefield here, Dakota is throwing out a Flood Pits Drowner after Vasilios declares combat. Instead of waiting for Vasilios to swing, rather, which makes sense, but it does mean the Flood Pits Drowner does not get to be used as a blocker for this DRC. But let's see what happens here. So Vasilios' hand right now, he's holding a Slick Shot Show Off, and I believe it is 2 copies of Lightning Bolt, and that is really, really scary.
Lava Dart, the Flood Pits. Lava Dart, that is an RCQ. That is such a sick look.
It is. Vasilios is one of those players who just so often has these beautiful, gorgeous secret lair arts all the time. Just a joy to watch him play.
What's with this Darcy, though? We're going to need the retro border or something.
Yeah, I got to get something. Hey, white borders even. They got those out.
Oh, I'm a white border supporter. Bars. Let me know in the comment section what your opinions are about white borders, and I'll tell you how you're wrong.
Now, Delirium is online for this DRC. Dakota at triple Cavern of Souls.
Jeez.
Really
never getting
counterspelled. Yeah.
Also probably never casting any spells, but
so here's actually a really interesting interaction. Dakota's holding up a Tishana's Tidebinder. Tishana's Tidebinder reads when it enters the battlefield, counter target activated or triggered ability that permanent loses all abilities. That includes the line of text of Prowess. How interesting is that?
That is quite interesting.
Mm-hmm. Now, this puts Dakota in a super awkward spot, though, because even if they do throw the Tishana's out, they are still able to, in response to the Tishana's ability to counter a Prowess trigger, load up other Prowess triggers in response and make it gigantic still.
Just let it rip. Slick Shot Show Off's gonna get plotted.
Yep, that's really scary. Mutagenic plus Bolt. That reads
infinity.
Yeah, it really does. It really does.
All right, Vasilios gonna pass back.
Dakota successfully evading damage there. Vasilios opted not to sacrifice his one of his mountains to flash back a Lava Dart and attempt to deal with that Flood Pits Drowner. So that is probably a good call.
Combat.
Or I say that. I suppose he would have just been bolting it.
Down to 15 goes Vasilios. I'm assuming this is blue.
Very good Tide Shaper. His opponent controls an island, so Tide Shaper gets +1/+1.
And Dakota finally has an actual island.
And I just have to say, watching players like this do their thing is just so enjoyable. It's really, really nice getting to watch people who are really comfortable with their decks, who are frequents of the format, and just really play at a high level. That's so good to see.
Yeah, we are. I have an interesting position here because typically I'm the one in the booth, whether I'm alone or with someone. Oh my God, that's
Another
Vasilios draws another
Yeah.
mutagen.
So Slick
That
Shot
is-
really does read
that
Infinity
is
Billion.
bad news bears for Dakota. Oh my. But yeah, we have a lot of really solid players in our area that play here, and I'm not just saying that to say it. I've worked at several LGSs in my time, with varying degrees of competitiveness, and there are a lot of really solid players that play here week in and week out. And I don't think our streaming and our YouTube would have or would be as strong if we had subpar play week in and week out. So the fact that the players play at such a high level typically is awesome and really enjoyed to
It
watch.
just adds so much value to consuming the content at all.
Oh yeah.
Right? The decision that you're going to tune in and watch this, you can learn things and, run into some neat plays. But all that being said, Vasilios is going in on the Slick Shot show off, and Dakota's just kind of watching it. And you can't blame them because what are they supposed to do, right? They can throw out the Tashanas, deal with one of them, but they'll throw the rest in response. He's just in a really weird spot right now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just so much damage.
Vasilios doing some math.
Yeah, he's mathing it out. Math is for blockers, Vasilios.
But as to your point about the quality of play that we get to witness here at Impact, the Impact crew, a lot of the folks who frequent it, have picked up qualifications in the
Oh
area.
yeah.
Vasilios, who you see on camera now, he has double qualified. I myself have double qualified this season.
Humble brags.
So absolutely. So I really, really appreciate that whenever we get to tune in, whenever I get to be in the booth,
Yeah.
we get to see high level players make high level plays all the time.
Yep. Keegan has qualified.
Mhm.
I don't think he's here tonight, but yeah, I mean, there's quite a few
Yeah.
players.
So Dakota just drew an Aether Vial, and that is not what
No,
he
Good
wants
old-
to see this late in the game.
good old turn 8 Aether Vial.
Yep, it's so potent early in the game, but at this point, it is just brutal.
Absolutely, absolutely. And there's the vial.
Yeah, so gonna throw it out anyway, because why not? But Dakota, another lightning bolt! Oh my goodness! I mean, Vasilios is just drawing heat today. Bolt, Dakota packs it up.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
gonna do it. Vasilios going to take a game here and win marker on the red team.
Yeah. Hey, how about that? How about that? What a quick first game.
That was
But hey,
rough.
that's how prowess normally goes, right? You either win quick or you don't.
Yeah, either win quick or lose slowly.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, let me
Mhm.
trying to get the next round intermission video ready. Yeah, Vasilios is explaining.
Some of the more advanced level of combat damage assignment with some of the new rules recently. Bower Power says, "What's up, gamers?"
What's up, gamer?
Not too much, sir. How are you doing this fantastic evening?
What does that little battery mean? Does that mean you do in fact bring the power? Because
That
there's a
is-
little battery.
That is what that means. Yeah. So what you can do is when you join Twitch, it has the option to
Turbo.
see if you bring the power, and if
Oh,
you
yeah.
bring the power, they give you a
All
battery.
right, well, and clearly
Bower Power
Power
does
Power, like that's just a
Yep.
given.
that. Exactly right.
Twitch Turbo.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you
Hey,
think. Whatever
you got a
you
turbocharger in your PC, bro? It's very, very well ventilated.
Yeah. So players consulting their sideboards, and of course we don't have deck lists. It's just an FNM, but
And so, if you're watching this, no, you
Yeah,
may not
exactly.
see contact whoever it is that don't contact me.
Yep.
Contact the players and try and get their deck list.
And if they're nice and if you're lucky, they might do it.
Yeah.
But ban this guy. He said, "What? No deck list. Ban this guy right now.
All right,
Get him
you're
out of
banned.
here.
Sorry, Ben.
Get him out of here."
You're gone.
But yeah, Vasilios consulting his sideboard. This is a really interesting spot to be in because Merfolk is one of these decks that has hung around for forever. And
Merfolk? Yeah.
yeah, and it's never really broken into like tier 1 or anything, but it's always potent. Like you could always show up to a table and lose to a Merfolk deck.
It's true.
And
Especially one from a player who's been playing it for a while.
exactly right. Yeah. Dakota been playing Merfolk for just about as long as it's been around. So it's a really interesting spot for both players to be in. I think for Dakota, you always take out those Harbinger of the Seas because they're just not that potent in this matchup. But we'll just have to see what they decide on. Basilio still explaining the new combat damage rules. And hey, they confuse people. They'd been the same for a very long time, and they changed them up.
A fine night for Magic. That's right. Twisted Meddler.
Most
I like
nights
that
are.
screen name. That's a nice screen name. Twisted Meddler.
It is. It is indeed.
Nasty blowouts you could get limited with it, but they're all like really field back blows. Like they're not.
I wish we had a camera like behind the player on the right. That way,
You could really show off all
Yeah,
the
we
how
could-
many people we have here. Well, and if I could
Oh,
give any
yeah, I
advertisement, if any of you folks in Twitch chat are in the area or somewhere nearby, I could not recommend strongly enough that you start coming to Impact, frequenting here for any events, whether you're a Magic player, Pokemon player,
Beyblade, let her rip,
player,
bro.
whatever it is that you do, Impact pops off with all of these events. I mean, crazy numbers. We do 25, 30 folks for a regular FNM all the time.
Yep.
It just is a really great place to be. So I couldn't recommend it highly enough.
Tide Shaper turn 1. That being said, we got 19 tonight for our modern FNM. A little bit of a light night, but no bother.
Indeed, indeed. Now I see that I see a Corey Steelcutter in Vasilios' hand. That is a really potent card in these matchups, and we didn't see it get deployed. Yeah, basic mountain, so that the dart is enough to deal with the 1/1 Tide Shaper. If he gets a Steam Vents, all of a sudden it's a 2/2 Tide Shaper. But as stated, Corey Steelcutter is a very potent card in this matchup. Or not, sorry, not in this matchup. In the deck, Izzet Prowess. We didn't see it last round, but it is big. Yeah, there's Dakota's little homemade island
Island.
counter. Don't forget, Tide Shapers made that thing an island.
Let's name Mer.
Only an island on fifth on battle, correct?
That is correct, Vasilios.
You get rid of that. You get your
You get your mountain back. Yep.
Vasilios casually implying you might want to get rid of that. But if I'm Vasilios, I'm going to deploy the Corey Steelcutter and see what Steelcutter does if you're not familiar. It's going to make new Prowess 1/1 Prowess tokens every time you cast your second spell every turn. And that is a really big way for Prowess to keep creatures on the table. So if I'm Vasilios, I want to just slam that Corey Steelcutter and then just start making this whole game really awkward, make every single play a 2-for-1. Yeah, and look at that.
Trigger.
It was
Here
out
we
the
go.
bobble. He's already started, wasting no time.
Yep. And this is one way that the Izzet Prowess deck used to just lose, is it would just kind of peter out. And
If you had
Use
enough removal
gas,
spells and you
yeah.
deal with the creatures.
But Corey Steelcutter's kind of changed that dynamic in a lot of matchups. Another Corey Steelcutter. Could be interesting, but typically, once you got one, you're good to go.
Someone needs to let Dakota know that Prowess does not play counter spells because they're getting all their Cavernous Souls out. Every single one of them.
Yeah. Quit drawing the...
The pretty lands, yeah. You don't need a $50 land. I believe something Dakota could do here that would be a really powerful play would be to deploy that Tashana's Tidebinder to counter the Corey Steelcutter trigger. That is a possibility. Unfortunately, Dakota's in another awkward spot where Vasilios just has another one. And doesn't that just feel bad?
Is Watery Grave in Edge of Eternities?
It is. It is. They did reprint some fetch lands in Edge of Eternities.
Oh, look at that art. That is insane.
That is. You know, the only thing scarier than water is space. And you put the two of them together, that's a scary Magic card.
Yeah. That looks incredible, too. You got
does.
this big boy. I'm just curious because I probably need to upgrade my Watery Graves.
And if you guys are free next weekend, we get Shocklands. Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Shocklands, not Fetchlands.
Shockland. What'd I say? Shockland?
No, that was on me. I said Fetches. Yeah, they did reprint the Shocks. Now, if you guys are free next weekend, we are doing Edge of Eternity's pre-release, so you can find some of these gorgeous Shocklands yourself.
yeah.
Get some of those beautiful Watery Graves. Get them all to yourself. And I will be in the booth with this good old Vasilios here. We will be doing our best to commentate pre-release. It's going to be a bit of a challenge for us,
Are we judging?
but we're going to see how it goes.
What do we judge?
We are Tashanazing the Corey Steelcutter trigger, and he's trying to figure out what happens with a card with equipment that is equipped that no longer has the equip keyword. So the question is, does it fall off or not? I'm going to hop up and go take care of this one real quick.
Yeah. Well, we got a ton of judges in the building tonight, so we will zoom out and try and find these jokers. Because there are literally 3 judges at that table right there. This table right here. Those are, that's the judge table tonight, I guess. I'm surprised Vasilios didn't just ask any of them. Alrighty. Looks like we found it. There's 3 judges at that table. I'm just saying.
Yep. So Vasilio, you guys are getting to see all kinds of really fun and advanced rulings today. You are correct. It does not fall off, but it now cannot be moved. It no longer has the equip ability, and it cannot, doesn't do anything, right? It's got no effects anymore. Yep. Mash with the 2/2s. So yeah, just another interesting spot for Dakota. He's really, really blessed to have this Tashana's Tidebinder deal with one of those Corey Steel Cutters, but then Vasilios just had another.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dakota giving it a chuckle, trying to figure out how on earth they're getting out of this mess. But here's the thing. Dakota is holding a Lord of Atlantis and a Flood Pits Drowner. That actually spells lethal in 2 turns. If they can play a land, deploy the Lord, swing for lots, unblockable, thanks to that island over there that Vasilios has, and then flash in the Flood Pits Drowner, that's lethal next turn. So Dakota's doing some math, trying to figure out, can I survive another turn and go for the lethal angle here?
There's a Drowner.
They will have to bolt themselves. I think they see the line and want to take it. They did not deploy the Lord before combat, but I don't know if it matters.
Yep,
Yeah, it does not. Still just perfectly lethal without deploying the Lord yet.
I didn't even see you there, Hagen. I'm sorry. I just walked right past. I walked right past.
What's funny is that table. So Vasilios is talking to Hagen, who's in the green shirt there.
The shirt with all those dragons. Yep.
Mark's a judge, and Cody's a judge.
Nice.
So
yeah, Vasilios walked by a table of judges.
All the way back to talk to Jeff.
Yep. Find the 4th judge. All right, expressive iteration, doing the thing, making sure Vasilios always has cards to spend.
That is a wild preordain.
It is. It is. Very interesting. One of those arts that you either love it or you hate it.
It's fine. I don't.
Or you're Alex.
You
just you're indifferent.
I mean, at this point, I'm indifferent to everything that Magic does.
Kind of have to be, right? Post SpongeBob set.
In theory, I am really excited for Edge of Eternities, but in reality, Just not doing it for me.
I think the
Although I do really like the
yeah.
the full art lands.
the shock lands are part of the most exciting part, but especially for those of us who play a lot of Modern, shock lands are a staple. So got to be excited to see them.
Cast Preordained, trigger all these.
All right, cast Preordained, trigger all of these.
This one never changes.
Yep, so that Corey Steelcutter stays where it is. The other Corey Steelcutter is going to trigger make a new monk. All of the monks do still have prowess. Oh, that's a violent urge. Oh my gosh. Do we have delirium for double strike? I'm seeing Bobble. Yeah, no, he's got it. I believe he's got it.
Oh my
Right now,
God.
this is
Right now.
6, 7, 8. We're at 11.
Oh, yeah. Vasilios is doing the math. And here's the thing. Dakota may not want to block. Because in Dakota's mind, if you live, you can deploy that at Lord of Atlantis and swing back for lethal. But there's also just so many spells. Like, I realize we're making a big deal out of the fact that Vasilios found a Violent Urge. But Lightning Bolt does the same thing here.
Yeah.
Makes it lethal. Mutagenic makes them lethal. Lava Dart, Cast, and Sack a Mountain Flashback. I mean, there were a lot of ways that this goes poorly, so Dakota may well play around the assumption that Vasilios has
We've got
something.
shenanigans.
Another Drowner.
Okay.
Yep. Go to combat, tap down a monk.
3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5.
Not still before declare.
Still before to declare attacks, says Vasilios. So we are in combat, but before declare attackers.
Well.
Yep, Vasilios has Violent Urge and Mutagenic Growth in hand. Oh. Oh, that's a big deal to flash that to Dakota, because now Dakota knows they have to block. That might be a really big deal. But
did Dakota see it? That's
here's the thing. Vasilios fetch shocked and moved his HP down to 7. That means Dakota can actually get rid of one of the Flood Pit Drowners and still be lethal, or both of them really, and still be lethal with the Lord of Atlantis.
yeah. This might all be for nothing. We'll see.
Sorry, this is a tricky turn.
Tricky turn indeed.
To a lord.
Oh, Vasilios
Yeah, I sniffed it out.
catches the line. I don't want to just die to a Lord. Dakota should play poker, though. Look at that poker face. Cannot tell they have a Lord in hand after that.
Very stoic.
Absolutely.
Sack this to cast Lava Dart.
All right.
Okay,
Dart.
yep.
Killing one of the Flood Pit Drowners. The one that is not summoning Sig, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I guess they're both missing, but 3 and 1. 4.
Just really great play.
Yeah.
Really is. And now, yep, throw away the other Flood Pit Drowner.
So you're going to take 3 over there.
And then Vasilios wants to see if he can...
Take 3.
Take 3.
Okay. He just does not.
Phase 2.
It's because I'm crazy and there's not a Mutagenic Growth in Vasilios' hand. Oh, Chad, I am seeing
Make
things.
it, dude. Yeah.
I apologize. I don't know what has gotten into me, but I am just...
I was just letting it ride.
Yeah, I'm just seeing things.
Oh, there's the Lord.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Vasilios steps it up. Yep, dead to the Lord and
Yeah.
the crackback. That's how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, Vasilius here is saying, I think I have to just go for it. But
Yeah.
I had delirium with the Lava Dart.
alrighty, let's get back to the booth.
Yeah, so I had to get rid of the Lava Dart. Free up the clock, which means I couldn't do the thing.
Hello.
It was a
Game 3. Vasilios, Dakota. This is going to be a barn burner. This is going to be a fun
Absolutely.
one.
I mean, what a good game that was.
Yeah, I
There
mean,
was so much that happened. Really intense plays. Lots of mind games.
Vasilios calling both players shots.
Yep. And honestly,
was
props to
good stuff.
Dakota for doing really strong math in those last few turns.
And making it look super easy.
Exactly. Just perfectly sniffed out the right lines, got the exact amount of damage lined up. Really, really perfect. Really perfect.
he doesn't tap for red. I don't know what the
The YouTube watchers
Oh,
are.
they'll have something to complain, I guarantee it.
Mm-hmm.
They'll
so I think it's
find something.
don't know. That's
We love you, YouTube, but
Yeah.
my God, YouTube comments just grind my gears sometimes.
I'm going to get roasted in these comments is what's going to happen.
It's been Tashana's tide
Y-
so it's an island.
yeah, probably.
Tide shaper. Tide shaper. Yeah. It's an island. Can I sack that mountain to lava dart?
You cannot sack that mountain to lava dart because it's not a mountain, it is an island.
And there's Mark.
When you attempt to flash back, you will have to sacrifice a mountain, and as long as it's an island, it's not a mountain.
Yeah, that is true, right? Because you can sack steam vents and stuff. Yeah. Okay, so it's not the name. That makes sense. That does make sense.
Yeah.
Two weird questions.
Because I had the same scenario, I think of it last week, where
All right.
Leave it to these stellar players to discuss intense rulings
Hey, look at that.
in between games.
We're picking up.
There are some Warhammer players.
I never looked like that.
Same two folks, and everybody else blocked by that pillar. Show them the pillar on the
Sometimes
other
you gotta-
side, Alex.
Sometimes you got to take a Dramamine to watch our streams. Look at that.
There it is.
What is that door doing?
Shop.
Oh, it's children. Okay.
All right. Players are.
We're
Oh, wow.
back.
They're off to the races. Wow.
We're
sorry.
back.
We're playing Prowess. Monastery Swift Spear.
right.
Go to combat.
Getcha, getcha. 17-19. We're off to the races.
Dakota's. Oh, okay. Looking at Dakota's hand, they opted to keep the Harbinger of the Seas in. We'll see if that pays off for him. Early Tidebinder. That's not Tidebinder. I'm sorry, Tide Shaper. That's going to be a 2/2.
It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
Absolutely. Yeah, thanks to that Steam Vents being an island. Tide Shaper is going to be a 2/2, but he's looking an Unholy Heat top. That's not a good sign if you're Dakota.
I will
Yeah, the always intimidating top.
fetch this.
Well,
Yeah, Vasilios topped, but then followed it up by shuffling it away. So, which to be fair, if you know you're going to fetch anyway, I will do that too.
yeah.
Because there's just no sense in putting it on bottom if you know you're going to
Waste,
crack
why
it.
waste time?
Right. Ooh, Alex, is a good question for you. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but I sure ain't. What kind of cameras are you using for the overhead?
They're called NDI cameras. I'm not sure the exact model, but basically they work on the network that we have, and they're really, really awesome. I can zoom in, I can zoom out, I can do all sorts of fun stuff. They do have mics. We don't use the mics that are included on them, but we use a Rode Pro mic. Yeah, the setup here is incredibly legit.
It is. Now, speaking of legitness, let's identify that
Yeah.
Dakota has turn 1 Tide Shaper, turn 2 Tide Shaper. Dakota is intent on shaping some tides.
You can see the card. Yeah, no, they're incredible, and I can even zoom in more. They're gonna make me show off a little bit.
Yep.
but-
Do it, Alex. Show them what you got.
There it is. All right. What do you want to read? What do you want to see?
Oh, let's read that Monastery Swift Spear. That's a neat art. What's going on there? Oh, look at that.
My God, it's such good art. It's beautiful.
Every word is visible.
Obviously, we've got a black play mat, so the white balance gets a little off whack, but overall, pretty decent. Pretty decent.
Harbinger.
Hey, never miss an opportunity to show off. It's
It's true. You got to do it.
live my life
You
by
got.
that.
You got to. I live my life a quarter mile at a time, but do you, boo boo? LOL. Yep.
There's a steel cutter. Yep.
Steel cutter.
So Harbinger of the Seas is down, which means Vasilios currently has mountain and 2 islands.
Mm-hmm.
Flare of Denial, Sack Tide Shaper, deal with steel cutter. Yep, that's the play. Really good. Now Dakota has a second Harbinger in hand and a sink. It's a little awkward because that Monastery Swift Spear is scary enough to deal with those Harbingers if Dakota's not careful. Dakota just can't really block the Swift Spear because there's too much of a threat that the Swift Spear will get buffed and kill that Harbinger. Well, everything we were talking about doesn't matter. He found another mountain,
matter.
so who cares? Yep, Harbinger is back to being meaningless. Yeah, and that's kind of why I don't really want to play Harbinger in these lists.
But it's
or,
so good.
Sorry, against the Prowess list is that
Oh, sure.
it's just so. But Prowess is one of the least greedy mana bases in the format right now.
That's fair.
Yeah, Harbinger.
It's like
another
back in the
flare.
day when people would play Azorius Control in Modern. Oh, okay, number 2.
Yeah.
And then they'd only play one island,
Yeah,
and I would be like, why?
yeah. And you just watch them get blown out to
Yeah,
Blood Moon all the time.
I always played 2 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
2 planes, 2
Yep.
islands. I can cast literally everything.
Yeah, flare that.
Let's
You
do
gotta
that.
do it. You gotta do it.
Yeah,
But I just don't think it matters too much.
yeah.
It's just a tough break for Dakota.
pretty
Just
rough.
oh man, that violent outburst again.
Violent Urge.
Violent Urge, thank you. Violent Outburst is banned. Yep.
Lava darts, your Harbinger,
Trigger.
Boom. Prowess triggers. There.
Discard
lava dart.
this.
Do it again.
Do it again.
All
Battle
right.
you for
Yeah,
4, 8.
Dakota.
That's
Wow.
gonna do. Wow. Yeah, that was a pretty swift end
Mm-hmm.
to the match. Thanks to that Violent Urge.
Absolutely. Well, what great games we just got to
Absolutely.
witness from both players. That was fantastic. Really tight play. Really love to see it.
Absolutely. Don't go anywhere if you're watching live. Make sure to follow if you're watching live. Consider subscribing if you're watching live. Like, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering and other tabletop gaming needs. We appreciate you. Make sure to follow on all of our social media platforms. Alrighty, we'll be back next round with round 3. But in the meantime, if you are watching live, don't go anywhere because I got another video from a previous week queued up. So we will see you in the next one. Turn the volume down so we don't get our ears blown off. Have a great one. Adios.
Catch you in a bit.
What's up, everyone? Jake and Eric back in the booth for round number 3 here at Impact